Hey, welcome everybody who's catching this on the playback. I'm back again. Yes, grateful that we're here. Wanted to share a message with the collective. Wanted to take a sneak peek look into we're already in um I want to say 3 months in because the first New Year's was the Abyssinian New Year in September. So remember, there's always different New Years. It's your birthday is one, Abyssinian New Year, the fiscal New Year, Chinese New Year, the Rave New Year. Like there's so many different New Years to celebrate, to start anew, to plant some seeds. Um, and I pulled a preliminary spread. Hey, what's going on, Paula? Happy to see you're here. Thank you for joining me. We're going to allow some time for the family to come on in. Hit the like button as y'all come on in. I pulled some preliminary energy just to take a look at. I want to say we're going to take a look at the next 3 months, right? December, January, February, because then by then we'll be in the throes of the year of the horse. Okay. The year of the snake was something else. Okay. And there's a celebrity where this it was like this year was their year. And I'm gonna do a video on that too. Um, that's how I know astrology is so relevant. Look, oh my gosh, we got happy. Listen, so hold on, let me get comfortable, y'all. Cause the next 3 months is gonna be something else. You have to increase your efforts, right? This is you pulling yourself by the bootstraps to get out of a temporary situation. I feel like could possibly be with your career, could possibly be with your finances, could possibly be with your friends and family as well. There's something that you're going to have to put a little bit more effort in, especially during December. You're going to have to put a lot of effort into also, I'm getting, like wrapping up loose ends with a lot of addictions that you have. You could have possibly, gotten your credit together. Hey, what's up? You could have possibly gotten your credit together, started working on your credit, spending habits, maybe stop smoking, stop drinking. You know what I mean? Like there's like maybe one more thing that you have to work on where you could be able, now you could say, okay, I have everything under control, under wraps, in moderation. Okay. This is what I'm getting. Like you have to put that little extra effort in to get out of, like, it's like either to get out of the debt, to have better health, right? There's just a little bit more because there's something that is being created in your life. There's something that you want to create, or you want to create a whole new life. I'm getting, especially by March. By March, it's already going to be in a solidified form. It's something that you started working towards, you did the research on, you started working towards it, and then you actually put it into practice. Eating different, eating healthier. These are the things that you're putting the effort in. Okay, from the preliminary spread. Let me just show you briefly. You got the devil card. I'm also getting, this is something that stemmed from the 6th universal year in numerology. That was 2022. Like this is something that's culminating from back then. 3 years. That was 3 years ago. 3 years ago with the Empress, and we know that the Empress brings things into fruition. She creates things, nurtures, births, brings things into creation. Okay, we have the understanding here. This is what is being birthed. This is what's being created. I'm getting another, like your understanding, your connection to the Most High, like with your guides, with your guardian angels and your ancestors too, as how they are relating messages to you, because sometimes it changes over time. It grows over time. Um, it's not as easily seen as angel numbers. Sometimes they'll send you messages. I mean, like something that you have to catch while you standing in the store. And there could be an item in a store. And if you're not paying attention, you won't catch it. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just like I said, like angel numbers. Like, after you got that underneath wraps, it progresses now to something else now. Like now your guides are gonna start to talk to you in different ways. Just an item on a store shelf. You got to be able to start to understand that because there's so much being brought into creation right now. Like you're in the formula, like for example, you're like, I want to be able to use my gifts. I want to be able to share what I know, but I want to do it in a creative way that speaks to my authenticity, that shows who I am, right? And you're gonna figure that out. The answers are gonna come. Right? Segueing from the previous read I did earlier today. These are the things that you're bringing into creation. I'm also seeing here between them, look, because it's the masculine and the feminine here. So there could be a masculine thinking about creating with an empress, creating a business, creating a bond, creating new life, a whole new life. May not specifically be a child, but just a new life, something new. I'm getting like in January, Most High is gonna show you, and then that is look, because that's the eye of Ra, like the sun in Capricorn, the devil. When the sun is in Capricorn, there's going to be opportunities that's going to make its way to you. There's going to be opportunities that is going to show you like, hey, there's hope in this. Like you could really do this. You can really start this business. You can really start going to school. You can really, irrespective of what is being said about certain professions, that they're not professional. Okay. That could deter someone from getting their education. You know what I mean? I thought about that. Like that could deter people from wanting to become social workers, teachers, nurses, nurse practitioners, physician assistants, occupational therapy. Like, and I'm getting like everybody's saying how that, yes, they're mandated reporters, but I'm also getting these professions also, you always will be able to have employment. You always, as long as you're, of course, within standing, you always will be able to gain employment. You always will have a job. There's always opportunities. You can move and take that knowledge with you, take your licensure with you, and be able to start anew and always be able to take care of you and your family. Like you don't have to worry about, you know, not being able to find a job. Okay. You got to think about that. And we got happy. There's something that's being unlocked. There's happiness that's being unlocked. Opportunities that are being unlocked. I feel like you're also going to be happy within yourself, like happy with the choices that you're making, happy with the discipline, happy with being able to get out of a temporary situation. Okay. You're creating the way to get out of a temporary situation. Bottom of the deck of one of the decks, it says, what does it say? Forces working against you, acts. Basically, I feel like cutting out stagnation, increasing your efforts will cut down any type of negative energy that's working against you. Getting paying attention to your finances, where your spending is going. And then, the beginning of the year, everybody's worried about taxes and all that. Um, Learning about what you can write off. That's what look at this, a loyal heart. I'm telling you, creation of I'm telling you, of soulmate type of energy, someone who has the same level of wisdom that you do. We got a lot of eights. We got 26, 35. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Like I said, this could be a soulmate energy that's coming in to bring some hope. To bring in the key. Look, y'all. Look at the keys. At the top, there's a key here and a key here. I'm telling you. There's harmony. 44. Listen, there is harmony that's coming in. Regeneration. A regeneration of harmony, peace, tranquility in your life. New beginnings, I'm getting. To the sea. Taking it to the water, I'm getting. Taking your affirmations, your petitions to the water. This also looks like a tub. Taking more spiritual baths. Putting sea salt in it. I'm telling you, regeneration of happiness in your life. I'm getting like whatever. There could have been contracts that you were bounded in. So contracts like maybe an old marriage, maybe a lease. Okay, something that you were binded to as well. Like you're getting the key to get out of that. Or it's just going to complete, it's going to end. The divorce is going to go through. Or even certain work contracts. You may have like a 13-week, 12 to 14-week, hey, beloved, work contract. And maybe you didn't like it. You felt like trapped, but it was only for a time. And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to ride out this work contract and just not renew it. Don't renew it. Don't renew the lease, Okay. 5 of Pentacles. There's definitely, I feel like keyword is key. Definitely some keys that's being given. Look, because the key is right there. And I feel like the key is spiritual because it's not in her hand. It's just levitating in front of her. Like, why would this queen or this empress need to be crying and she got a whole palace? You know what I mean? There was something that was like lacking. Possibly a relationship. Possibly a loyal heart. Got the Eight of Swords. It was of your own mind. Okay, so this is what's coming in. This is where the temporary, this is where you're realizing. And sometimes you need reminders. This could be something that you have already known, right? That your mental state is what dictates your physical reality. And you know, sometimes you fall into the machinations of the 3D realm of the matrix, and sometimes you forget that. Or sometimes you don't have control, because the devil is also control, right? Certain things happen that you didn't have control of, but then once you began to control your mind, your thoughts, your mental state, and all of that, and irrespective of what was going on, irrespective of what you physically didn't have control of, over, right? And it's like now you know, and then you start to talk to the divine within you, okay? And not letting those physical, that Five of Pentacles energy dictate. And you know too, with that Five of Pentacles energy, it takes time for that old energy, that stagnant thought pattern, negative thought pattern, to clear. It takes time. It's not going to be instantaneous. The Fool, yeah. Here's the new beginning. Here's the new year, right? New year, new you, new thought patterns. You learn from the experience of whatever was holding you back. Could be mental thoughts that could have been holding you back. And now you're in a magician, like you're going into the magician energy. You're going to be now creating, alchemizing. That's the regeneration that's coming in. So hopeful. Looking out, like on a new adventure. What's this? Page of Swords. Yeah, look. Look at how the clouds are dissipating. Almost looks like, oh, that's crazy. Y'all see the water in the back? I seen a video. Where was it? Was it in Namibia? I think it was Namibia. Brother was like, this is the only place on the planet where straight desert meets the ocean. And he showed like dunes just like this, dunes of sand leading up to the ocean. Oasis type energy. Flowing. There could have even been a situation where water could have even been stagnated in your like physical reality. Like you wasn't either drinking enough water, maybe your water got cut off. You didn't have water for a while. Just things were not flowing. There wasn't a flow. And now it's a big change. There was a drought. That's what that temporary situation, maybe there was a drought in job options. Maybe you were applying, then maybe there were plenty of jobs you were applying, but nobody was nobody was reaching back out. You're like, what the heck? I got these qualifications. Why nobody's calling me back? Look, Five of Swords energy. There was a mental tug of war I'm getting. Okay. That looked like her. Hold on. May not be the same one, but that looked like her. I'm telling you, it could have been. Could have been dealing with a narcissistic energy. Could have been a boss, old lover. There's some type of narcissistic energy here. Fighting for control. Okay, and this is what you did. You was like, you can have that. That's what the Five of Swords always gives me. Like, like you can have that. Like his top hand, it's like, are you really holding on to something? Or are you just putting your fist on top? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you really have this? Then, okay, you can have it then. Wow, what's at the bottom of the deck? Bottom of the deck, we got Queen of Wands. Right now, Sagittarius season, fire has been ignited. This is the time of year where you want to have fun, lighthearted energy, being confident within yourself, being confident within your choices, being confident within your freedom, being able to be free. And I'm getting mentally free. You could be seeing a lot of black cats, especially while you're driving. But look, the water is flowing now, right? Her energy is fire, but there's a lot of water on this card. A lot of new spiritual practices, okay, with the Queen of Wands, new rituals. Let's get clarifiers. Yep, that's what it was. That's what it took to get you out of that five of Pentacles energy once and for all. The mind. That's what it is. And I feel like too, like like people are watching you. Okay. There's people that's watching you, watching your move. It could also been remote viewing, a lot of monitoring spirits, right? You know when they around. Okay. You just was like, after a while, you begin to ignore it. With the Fool cause, like you just like ignoring it. Like you play. I'm getting to is like also playing oblivious to certain things. Like I'm not seeing what that is. That negative, that attempt to control. Okay. I'm not seeing none of that. I'm not seeing none of that. And you not seeing it work either. We got 3 of Cups. This is the celebration. 3 months. Yule time, winter solstice. This celebration coming in. Camaraderie, I'm getting. Like there's going to be people that you're going to be around that you're going to be loyal to. They're going to be loyal to you. And there's going to be a camaraderie that builds. You're not locked out of those types of interactions. You know, it could also be with people that you least expected, or you least expected to like you. You know what I'm saying? Or that want to be a friend, or that want to know more about you genuinely, want to know more about you, want to see the best for you. Okay. That's what I'm getting. You're like, what? Yeah, I like that. Which, yes, definitely. I'm definitely going to support you. Oh, you didn't know you could, girl, you know you could sing. I'm coming. I'm gonna come. You gonna go do karaoke? Ace of Cups, newfound. This is like I said, that newfound relationship with the Most High that's making you happy. Listening, being able to understand how Most High shows you certain things. I'm also like I said, I'm getting like you wanting to express yourself in a way and thinking that people you're not going to be received, or thinking like, oh, everybody, people bake pies all the time, people make candles, people bake pies, people do this, do that. Who's going to buy my muffins? Who's going to buy my muffins? Especially when you put like your signature on it, your logo on it, something that, again, this is what you're creating, something that speaks to your authenticity. Okay. New investments, new things that you're going to invest, new knowledge. Okay. This is like throwing away maybe previous attempts. Like I said, putting that resume out and keep going. Sometimes you put your resume out onto a job and then they don't call you, or they say, oh, we already hired a candidate. And then a couple weeks later, you see it reopen. You got to question it. You might like, you know what? I'm going to leave that alone. That means that person quit that person quit that fast. New love of self. Like I said, new confidence, new love of self. New confidence in what you create, in the life that you're creating. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Letting go of the worry. Not getting enough sleep at night. Insomnia. Your sleeping patterns can change as well during this time. Going into 2026, it's a big shift that's happening. We're going, man, listen. It's a lot of stuff. Technology is changing at a rapid rate. So there's a lot of also anxiety of being able to keep up with the nuances. Turning off technology, possibly reading a book before bed, or focusing on your craft before bed. Okay. Whatever that may be. Or because there's someone external with the Five of Swords, there's someone external that is attempting to control you. And that could bring about some anxiety. Yeah, the moon. Yeah, that's what could be hidden. That's what could be hidden. This could be someone that you celebrated with in the past that is attempting to control you, to manipulate your energy, and is hidden. They could be using the moon cycles. I'm definitely getting using water. Either playing on your emotions, playing on the history, possibly that you have together. It may, like I said, it may not just be romantic. Don't, it could be, and it could be a family member playing on that history. Okay. The moon could be a mother energy. We got the Empress here too. Okay. Someone who expects you wanting to be loyal to keep you around them, to keep you subjugated. To keep you from this new beginning that doesn't involve them. It doesn't involve them. This is a new beginning that possibly doesn't, and it may not be that you're cutting them off. It doesn't involve them. You could be celebrating with a new group of people, new group of friends, starting a new job, like whatever it is, it just doesn't involve that person. And they can't take that. Okay, we'll take this one. Came out. Okay. That's what I'm getting. They don't want you to move on to something, to greener pastures. I'm going to read that at the end, that crystal. It's probably going to seal up the deal. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is someone who possibly could see you still as a child or saw you as a child. And now you have your own mind. Okay, you're your own man, your own woman. And there's things that you want to create in your life. There's happiness that you want to create. There's loyal people that are around you. Yeah, independence. Telling you, confidence. It's time to go out on your own and create your own business or try something well outside your comfort zone. Okay? Hold on. On the table, time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. As I said, it's like you're going to have to put the effort in, getting serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or step up, or step on. It's like if you can't give me what I need, I'm putting my cards on the table. I'm putting my skills on the table. Like it's time now to gain independence, getting the guidance, like I said, from Most High. Okay, divine forces are showing you the way to go. You are discovering another piece of your destiny and your life purpose. Okay, where you need to be, who you need to be, where the new opportunities are. We got illumination. Something hidden is coming to light. What did I say? I've heard something is hidden with the moon. Something is coming to light. You find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options. Someone lends you a helping hand. Getting the new options. Power position. You are being promoted or called to lead. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. Time to lead. It's time for that level up now. Cutting ties. You may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. That could be a temporary situation. Cutting ties with it could have been a temporary job, okay, temporary living situation. Like, okay, Like maybe you need more space. Maybe you got a 2 bedroom. You need a 3 bedroom. It's like, okay, yeah, it's going to be more per month, or where you at, the utilities are included, but it's a small space. Look, again, we got adventure again. Okay. That new hope, that new life that's waiting for you. New beginning. Yeah. New start, starting something new. Coming out of your comfort zone. Investing in something new. Let me see. Okay, let me pull this really quick. New place. Somebody could be going and living near water. Like moving towards closer to water, or you already do, or you know what I'm saying? And it's like moving maybe a little bit further down. Oh wow. Somebody could be like either coming or going from the ocean to the desert. Yeah. Or finding somewhere. Oh wow. Hold on. Finding somewhere, especially if you're collaborating with someone else, finding somewhere where both of you are in your proper environments. Where he at? Okay, where the desert meets the ocean. Like, what? Really? That's going to take research. Mm. Look at that. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. Look at the mountains and the water. Okay. I don't know. That's for somebody. That's for somebody. Yeah. Making a move. Okay. The time is now. Someone is planning to take action, or it's time for you to make the move. Like, stop thinking about it. Okay. Overanalyzing. The eight of so overanalyzing. Praying for it, like wishing for it. You know what I mean? Or thinking the worst is gonna happen, because then yeah, that's what will happen. Make that move. Right now, this flipped over. Annoyance. Okay. You or your partner may be annoyed right now. Give each other space to cool off to avoid more arguments. With the Five of Swords, like trying to keep up control. Might need to, if you're already in a relationship, it's like you go to your corner, I go to mine. Because you're getting on my last nerve right now. Okay. Then we got quality time. Quality time means putting away the phone. What did I say about, where was it? About, it was the Nine of Swords. Where is it at? Instead of being on the phone, like, working on your craft before bed, reading before bed, okay? Putting down the phone, you see? And clearing your brain of anything distracting so you can ensure that your partner is your number one focus. Ooh. Trying to told you. Then we got patience. Why rush? So not to be stagnated, but also not to rush. You know how it is. I feel like putting one foot in front of the other. One more. Yeah, freedom. Look, When we could be our truest selves, we then are able to love freely. Authenticity, that confidence. It's at the bottom, sweet song. Soulmates often use music and songs as a telepathic with the true heart, okay, loyal hearts, right? In order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. Yep. Yeah. Pleasure with a close friend. Definitely. Let's read this crystal and I'm out. Let me see something. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the book? Okay. Here we go. What's the number? 30. Compassionate being. Ahote brings about a profound spiritual revelation. Drawing out karmic wounds, this crystal reframes cellular memory and past contracts. Didn't I say to getting out of a contract? You are a being of infinite love and compassion. Find your core of ultimate peace and universal love. Release your toxic emotions, replacing them with forgiveness, compassion, and serenity. What you have been through allows you to appreciate the pain of another's path. Do not absorb their pain. Remain dispassionate, detach gracefully, and move on. Put down your burdens, knowing you are a being of light. Resolve conflicts and forgive those who wounded you. Give someone a second chance. Honor your promises. Find the best solution for everyone. Let your dispassionate compassion encompass all. Charity or volunteer work is indicated. Immersing yourself in the love of the divine automatically leads to health and happiness. Timing, Virgo, Aquarius. Yes, that's right smack dab in the middle, like I said, in February, right? Keeping an open and compassionate heart. Humanitarianism. Yeah. Yep. I feel like free on my and the rest will follow. Straight up. Getting out of keywords. You're getting keys to newness. You're absolving old contracts. Okay. Gaining independence. Putting your cards on the table. Okay. Right? Like I don't shit where I eat. Okay. Right? I'm telling you, it could be somebody you really digging, but I don't advise dating anybody that you work with. So maybe one of y'all is going to get another job so that way y'all can explore that or what. But there's a lot. There's a lot to look forward to in the next 3 months. Just you got to put the effort in. You got to put the effort in. Cut off any access to those that want to work against you. Cut off access to them, period. That's what Most High is truly saying. Hey, thank you, beloved. Oh, thank you, Claudia. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Um, thank you for showing me some love. Thank you. That's encouragement for me to keep on, to keep coming back. But that's what I'm getting. Like cutting off anyone that puts you in that mode of trying to have control or assert your own control over yourself, over your decisions, over your mind. And a lot of spiritual attack, especially with the Aquarius, with Pluto and Aquarius, a lot of spiritual attack has been going on with people attempting to usurp your mind. Like you're going crazy. But It doesn't work. They have no clue. Yep. Regeneration of your happiness. And a little coinage doesn't hurt. Getting the guidance from the divine. Understanding the cues. And you'll be good. With that, I appreciate y'all time. I'm trying to keep it close to half an hour as possible. I'm going to get there. I appreciate y'all. I look forward to joining y'all again, possibly in the next few days. We'll see. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.